पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुवान् भवति चन्द्रमावान् पुष्पं पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुवान् भवति एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति अग्निर्वापायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो अग्निरायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वा अग्निरायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आयतनवान् भवति यो वायुरायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वा आयतनवान् भवति एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति सुवैतपन्नवायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति मुष्यकबद्धआयतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै मुष्यकबद्धआयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति चन्द्रमावायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यश्चन्द्रमसायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वा चन्द्रमसायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति नक्षत्राणि वापामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो नक्षत्राणामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै नक्षत्राणामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति पर्जन्योपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यः पर्जन्यस्यायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै पर्जन्यस्यायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति संवत्सरो वा आयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यत् संवत्सरस्यायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै संवत्सरस्यायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति एवं वेद योऽहं प्रतिष्ठितं वेद प्रतिष्ठिष्यति राजाधिराजाय प्रसन्नसामिने नमो वयं वै समाय कुर्महे तमे कामाय मह्यं कामेषु वै सन्नुददातु कुबेराय वैष्णवाय महाराजाय नमः।
Subramanyam Subramanyam Shanmuganaya Subramanyam 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 Shanmuganaya Subramanyam 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 Shanmuganaya Subramanyam 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 Shanmuganaya Subramanyam Shiva 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 Subramanyam Hara 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 Subramanyam Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Subramanyam Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Subramanyam Shiva 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 Subramanyam Hara 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 Subramanyam Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Subramanyam Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Subramanyam Shiva Shiva Subramanyam Guru Sharavana Baba Subramanyam Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Subramanyam Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Subramanyam Shiva Sharavana Baba Subramanyam Guru Sharavana Baba Subramanyam Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Subramanyam Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Subramanyam 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 Shanmuganaya Subramanyam 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 Shanmuganaya Subramanyam.
My name is Somya. And my name is Ria. Namaste. Namaste is a common Indian greeting gesture with folded hands and bowed down head, which means I bow to the God within you. Bowed head means humility or surrendering your ego. Folded palms mean may our minds meet. Does anyone know why we greet elders?
Traditionally, elders are greeted by touching of the feet. The elder in turn blesses us by placing his or her hand on or over our heads. The act of touching the feet is a sign of respect for the age, maturity, nobility, and divinity that elders personify. Touching of the feet is a way of humbly acknowledging the greatness of another person. This tradition is part of manners, etiquettes most Indian children are taught at an early age.
Hindus believe that before creation began, there was emptiness or void. When creation began, the divine, all-encompassing consciousness took the form of the first and original vibration, manifesting the sound Om. The mantra Om represents the name of God, the vibration of the Supreme. When taken letter by letter, AUM represents the divine energy united in its three elementary aspects: Brahma, creation; Vishnu, preservation; and Shiva, liberation and or destruction. Om in different Indian languages. In the top left corner is Sanskrit, Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati. The middle top is Karnataka and Telugu. The top right is Tamil, and the bottom middle is Malayalam. Om in other languages. The right is Tibetan, and the left is Tibetan, and the right is Balinese. Why do we blow the shankha? When the conch shell is blown, the primordial sound Om emanates. The conch shell replicates the auspicious Om sound during pujas and festivals. Another well-known purpose of blowing the conch and other instruments during pujas, artis, is to drown out other noises, talking, negative comments, and more, so one can focus on God. And those were pictures of people blowing a conch shell during a festival or puja.
Why do we ring bells and gongs? It is an age-old tradition to ring the bell before entering a temple and during puja and arti. Ringing bells is sometimes accompanied by the sounds of conches, gongs, and other musical instruments while performing arti in temples. When a priest rings the bell, it gives a signal to the devotees to pay attention to the puja. Ringing of a bell or ghanta during prayer or worship in the temple or home eliminates distracting sounds from outside and helps the mind to concentrate on the object of worship.
What is this plant called?
Come on, guys, what's that plant called?
Tulsi is one of the most sacred plants for Hindus. The word Tulsi means incomparable. Tulsi leaves are offered as part of puja. No puja is completed without Tulsi. These leaves are considered to be purifying. The Tulsi leaf has great medical value and is used to cure various ailments. Most Hindus households in India grow Tulsi plants.
Do you know what Panchamrita is?
Doesn't pancha mean 5 and 5 ingredients used to make it?
Yes. Do you know all the 5 ingredients?
Yes. Milk is the blessing of purity, heart of thought. Yoga is the blessing of prosperity. Honey is the blessing of sweet speech. Ghee is the blessing of victory or success, and sugar is the blessing of happiness. You can also add tulsi leaves, chopped fruit, saffron, and powdered cardamom.
All this talk is making people think this
All right,
most ancient marriages, Hindu marriages were arranged by the parents or guardians of the young people. Arranged marriages are still common in this modern day. Modern day marriages or love marriages are where boys or girls choose their own marriage partners and obtain approval from their parents. According to statistics, Hindu marriages are more harmonious and stable than other marriages.
We're going to talk about the 7 types of ancient Hindu marriages, and the first one we're going to discuss is the Brahma marriage. In this marriage, the father or guardian will give away his daughter, who is decked with expensive garments and jewelry, to a carefully chosen bridegroom, well versed in the Vedas and who has noble qualities. The bride's father then honors the bridegroom by offering a traditional drink made of honey.
The Deva marriage. The daughter who is fairly decked with ornaments is given gratitude to a priest for performing some important worship ritual. This is a rare marriage to occur.
Arsha marriage. In this marriage, the bride's father received a gift of a milk cow and a breeding bowl from the bridegroom. This gift, permitted by the sacred law books, was a token of respect.
Prajipitya marriage. The bride's father gave his daughter away to the bridegroom with a traditional blessing. Then the bridegroom is honored by being given a drink of honey.
Marriage. Groom and the bride marry secretly without the knowledge of their guardians or parents.
Asura marriage. The bridegroom voluntarily gave as much wealth as he could afford to the bride and her relatives, then received the bride as his wife.
Raksha marriage. The bride was forcibly taken from her family and persuaded to marry the bridegroom.
Vaishya marriage. A person married a girl whom he seduced while in her sleep, intoxicated or insane.
Whether ancient, arranged, or modern love marriage, it is an elaborate religious ritual. Hindu marriage is a lifelong commitment, a secret never to be broken through separation.
Thank you.
Mother Kaikeyi opposed to fulfill promise King Dasharatha had to Kaikeyi years ago. Dasharatha had no choice but to order Rama to go exile for 14 years. Lakshmana and Sita followed Rama in exile, fulfilling the duties of an ideal mother and ideal wife. Bharata refused to be crowned as king of Ayodhya. Bharata went to the forest and begged Rama to return to Ayodhya and take his rightful place as the king, but Rama refused. Bharata placed Rama's sandals on the third until he returned.
During the exile in the forest, they came across both sages and thieves. One of them was Shurpanakha, who tried to cause harm to Sita. Lakshmana threw his knife at the enemy and cut off from the rope. The upset Shurpanakha and to her brother Kara and Dosna, who were defeated by Rama. Then he came and went to her brother Rava and asked her and Benji. In order to kidnap Sita, Ravana had to come up with a plan. He asked his uncle Maricha to disguise himself as a golden deer. Sita was attracted towards it and asked Rama to get it for her. Rama asked Lakshmana to look after Sita and left in search of the golden deer.
Rama went searching for the deer and shot the deer with his arrow at the first sight. The deer called out for help in Rama's voice. Sita thought Rama was in trouble and asked Lakshmana to go help Ram. Lakshmana told Sita that no one could hurt Ram, but Sita could not stop worrying. Thus, Lakshmana went looking for Rama, leaving Sita alone. But before leaving, Lakshmana drew a line. Lakshmana ran across the hut and asked Sita not to cross it. Ravana came in the disguise of a beggar and begged Sita for food. Sita took pity on him and stepped out of the circle. At this point, the beggar turned into Ravana and took Sita in his flying chariot. Sita cried for help. A fierce bird Jatayu attacked Ravana to stop him. But Ravana cut off the bird's wing with his sword. Sita threw her necklace to the ground, hoping it would serve as a clue to Rama. Lakshmana went looking for Sita, met with Hanuman, who was strolling between the devotee, and sought the help of Varna King Sugriva. Hanuman was chosen to go to Lanka. After facing many obstacles, Hanuman reaches Lanka and found Sita, though Sugavana. He delivers message to Sita that Rama is looking for her. Sita decides to trust Hanuman when he gives Rama's ring to her. Before leaving, Hanuman gives Ravana a taste of Ram's strength by destroying his favorite garden, and later setting fire to all of Lanka. Upon Hanuman's return, Rama, Lakshmana, and the Vanara army made plans to rescue Sita. They prayed to the ocean god to help them. The Vanara army built a bridge using boulders and massive trees. In the fierce battle that followed, Ravana was defeated and Sita was rescued. Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana returned to Ayodhya as their period of exile was over. Rama was crowned the king of Ayodhya.
than that. They are first graders. For them to have this much memorized.
And I'm Coach Sharma. And we're part of the Yuva group, and we'll be talking to you about reincarnation. The definition of reincarnation, Hindu definitions. Reincarnation means the rebirth of a soul in a new body. This cycle goes on and on until samsara. Samsara ends when a person attains nirvana, the blowing out of the desires and the gaining of true insight into impermanence and non-self reality. Dictionary definitions. The belief that the soul, upon death of the body, comes back to earth in another body or form, a new incarnation or embodiment as of a person. Why does a person reincarnate? Desired fulfillment. Hinduism believes that the unfulfilled desires of the departed people are primarily responsible for their own rebirth along with the doctrine of karma. One's current life's choices decide the karma of the next one. When a person dies with a strong unfulfilled desire, which can only be fulfilled on earth, the person's mind strongly yearns to accomplish that desire. That desire eventually brings the person back to earth, via reincarnation. The two bodies of a man. The gross body. The gross body is a physical body. The gross body consists of eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, which are considered real sense organs. The senses of sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch are to establish contact with the external world. The subtle body. The subtle body is made up of the mind, intellect, sense organs, motor organs, and vital energy. Here are examples of the subtle body versus the gross body. Death and the logos, the different planes of existence. When a person dies, his gross body is left behind and the soul is with the subtle body, consisting of his mind, intellect, and vital energy. It goes to a different plane of existence. Such plane of existence is called a loka in Sanskrit. And in addition to the earthly plane, or loka, there are innumerable lokas. There are worlds with different sets of vibrations. A more popular concept said there were three main ones: Sovagra, Arthya, and Patella. Through the scriptures speak of one. Reincarnation, an opportunity. How does reincarnation help you with later incarnations? Reincarnation gives a person the opportunity to evolve exponentially through valuable experiences in different lives, thus teaching different life lessons. Eventually, the body reaches the apex of his spiritual progress through the process of God realization. After realizing God, the soul does not like anything. After performing continuous reincarnation chains, the soul is liberated. Good karma versus bad karma. Transmigration of souls. We believe in our Hindu ideology that reincarnation is present, and achieving liberation is only from the act of reincarnating through separate bodies, no matter what the representation. Your human souls may be born in subhuman bodies to work out bad karma from your past lives. When the bad karma is worked out, the soul incarnates again in a human body and goes through the process of gradual spiritual evolution. Sorry, Charles Darwin, but your theory wasn't 100% accurate according to Hindu ideology. Here is why. Are animals any different from us? As Charles Darwin proposed the theory of evolution, Hindus disagree otherwise. Hinduism refutes this objection by stating that many subhuman beings don't go through the course of evolution and are being born as human beings. Consequently, the number of human beings is increasing. Hinduism asserts that divinity is equally present in every soul, whether that would be in a human or subhuman body. Jeopardy.
If you do good or bad things, karma will reflect on that. Karma can happen in the past, present, or future.
These three types of karma are called Sanchita, Prabhada, and Agni. This means karma can affect one in his or her present life all from what they did in previous life.
Karma can also determine your fate in your next life from your actions. Karma first appeared in the oldest text, the Rig Veda.
It later on spread to more texts like the Upanishads. Not soon after, it also appeared in different religions.
Karma means many different things according to one's religion, but most widely known definition, karma is the resulting action of a previous action.
Okay, so let's watch the second video today. Sit back and relax, take your time. Restart the video, please. We're gonna start. Oh. Restart it. Okay, that was a spoiler alert. Okay, so this karma is the guy who. I'm just gonna narrate because the volume is kind of okay, so this guy, his name is Bob. Hey, Bob. He's a fisherman, and he's in the middle of the Pacific Ocean looking for fish. I know, that's pretty awkward. And he's just relaxing. I know, it'll take him like 100 days till he gets home. So he's trying to make the most out of it. An hour later, he drank the fish. Guess what he captured? Absolutely nothing. Listen, he didn't get a fish today. But he has a change of plans. And you know what that means? That means a toxic ocean, like throws into the ocean. The next thing you know, there's a ton of fish. I wonder where that came from. And there's exotic island. This guy relaxes. Yeah, he's doing this natural nudging. And there's this head that comes up. And it's just churning in the water. It's weird. And it's moving. And that guy decides, yeah, these guys are quite sharp. His boat is eventually going to sink, but then has a problem with it, and nobody cares about it. So, rest in peace is gone, 2014 to 2015, he lived for less than a year. Man, this guy clearly knows how to play soccer.
Conqueror's Day demon. Bhima defeated the demon Bakasura much to the relief of the people of Ekatepura.
At Ekatepura, the Pandavas attended Draupadi's Swayamvara disguised as brothers. When almost all the princes had given up, Arjuna lifted the bow easily and shot the target, the fish's eye, with ease.
Draupadi and the Pandavas returned home to inform their mother about Draupadi, but unaware Kunti told her sons to share the gift amongst each other equally. Upon realization, Kunti could not take her words back, so Draupadi was married to the Pandavas.
The Pandavas later returned to Hastinapura upon the invitation of Dhritarashtra.
and were given half of the kingdom. Khandava was a dense forest in which the Pandavas built a beautiful city called Indraprastha.
Yudhishthira and his brothers ruled the kingdom wisely and made it grow with wealth and beauty. Arjuna later married Krishna's sister Subhadra, and in due time they had a son named Abhimanyu.
Seeing the riches of the Pandavas, Duryodhana's jealousy could not be controlled. The Pandavas were invited for a game of dice. Using manipulated dice, Duryodhana's uncles Sakuni won every game. Yudhishthira lost his treasure, kingdom, attendants, his brother, and himself. Duryodhana asked Draupadi to be brought to the palace. Dushasana dragged Draupadi by her hair and began to humiliate her. Troubled, Draupadi prayed to Lord Krishna for help. The Pandavas were banished to the forest for 12 years, followed by the 13th year to be spent without anyone recognizing their true identity. If they were recognized in the 13th year, they would have to go back to the forest for another 12 years.
The Pandavas moved to Galika forest and were followed by many brothers and citizens. Yudhishthira was afraid of how he could provide for so many. He prayed to the sun god who appeared before him and offered a vessel called Akshayapatra. The vessel would be full of food every morning to feed as many as needed until Draupadi ate them.
The great sage Maitreya warned Duryodhana that banishing the Pandavas was a bad idea, but disrespectful Duryodhana slapped his thigh, angering the sage. Maitreya cursed Duryodhana that Bhima would kill him by smashing his thighs if he did not make peace with the Pandavas.
The Pandavas then moved to Dvaitavana, where Arjuna set out to acquire divine weapons. Arjuna performed great penance in order to meet Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva blessed Arjuna with the Pashupata weapon and guaranteed that Arjuna would soon acquire many more.
Pandavas moved into the plains. One day, 5,000 beat and despite all his strength, he could not free himself. The serpent introduced himself as Nahusha, who had been cursed to live as a snake, so always got to him. The questions are related to them, and Yashodhara confidently answered them. Nahusha was thrown and was finally liberated.
The last days in the forest were approaching. One day, sage Durvasa visited the Pandavas with his many disciples. However, as they arrived after Draupadi had eaten for the day, the Akshaya Patra was empty. Unaware that this was part of Duryodhana's plan, Draupadi became worried about serving a meal to them.
As Draupadi had done many times before, she prayed to Lord Krishna to come to her rescue. Krishna came to her and asked for some food. She was able to find a grain of rice in the Akshapatra, which Krishna ate and felt satisfied.
Krishna asked Sahadev to invite the sage and his disciples for the meal. The sage and his disciples somehow found their stomachs to be extremely full and left right after their bath instead of going back to the Pandavas' home for food. They spent their last year of exile at King Vinaka's kingdom in Vatsya. Yudhishthira was disguised as a Brahmin named Kanaka, Bhima as a Lala the cook, Arjuna as a woman Brihandala who would teach music and dance, Draupadi as Sairandri, the queen's maid, and Nakula and Sahadeva as a stable hand and cowherd, Damagranti and Tantripa. They were able to take any form they wished any time due to a boon that was granted by Dharma Yudhishthira's father. Duryodhana's spies searched for the Pandavas in all possible places during their last year in exile in the world. Presuming that the Pandavas were dead, Duryodhana decides to wage an attack against King Bharata of Matsya Kingdom with the help of the Pandavas. Pandavas helped King Bharata in defeating the Kauravas.
Duryodhana was adamant on war and would not heed anyone's advice to make peace with the Pandavas. Arjuna and Duryodhana both approached Krishna for help. Arjuna chose Krishna alone and Duryodhana took Krishna's large army. The Pandavas and Kauravas advanced toward Kurukshetra to prepare for the war. The Pandavas set up camp on one side of the banks of Hiravati river and the Kauravas on the other side. Dhritarashtra was commander-in-chief of the Pandava army and Duryodhana requested Bhishma to lead his huge army. Arjuna saw the heroes ready for battle and followed those heroes. He was overwhelmed with great grief and compassion for them. He threw down his bow and arrows and collapsed at the seat of his chariot. Krishna subsequently gave Arjuna moral strength based on spirituality. Krishna's message to Arjuna is called the Bhagavad Gita and is one of the basic scriptures of Hinduism. The fierce battle then ensued between the Pandava and Kaurava army. After Bhishma, Dronacharya assumed commandership of the Kaurava army. With Bhishma away from the battlefield, Drona entered.
Arjun's son entered the battlefield and was trapped and defeated. Subsequently, Arjun fought Drona. Arjun defeated Karna. Being fought Duryodhana, who was weakened and later died.
Yudhishthira was very sad. He said, I thought we had won the war, but in reality we had lost everything. If I had known the end, I would have happily given the kingdom to Duryodhana. Lord Krishna consoled him that it was his duty to uphold Dharma and protect the people of Hastinapura. The influence of the unrighteous Duryodhana on Hastinapura ended. Yudhishthira's reign came.
non-stop celebrations of the running short of food, clothing, and goodness. As the king came to realization that they were shorted, he began to wonder why. As Mother Earth came in form of a cow and said to King Pluto, man has to take and make an effort to be ready to work hard in order to reap the benefits. King Pluto told his people what Mother Earth had said to him. He told that it was important to work hard instead of wasting all their time enjoying themselves. The people listened to their king and shifted their focus towards working. So slowly, the vegetables and crops started to grow again. King Pluto performed a big puja to which even Lord Vishnu attended. He blessed Pluto and said, "The world is like an ocean. In it are sharks like anger, greed, pride, and jealousy. Your life is like a boat. If you make God your boatman, He will protect you from the sharks and take your boat across the ocean easily." Next we learn the story of Prahlad. King Hiranyakashipu was a demon who tormented his people greatly. His youngest son Prahlad was a devotee of Lord Vishnu, which upset his father greatly, as Lord Vishnu had previously killed Hiranyakashipu's demon brother, Hiranyakashipu tried different ways to change his son's mind, but Prahlad's devotion towards Lord Vishnu was strong and unshakable. Hiranyakashipu grew furiously by the Lord Prahlad and told his son to worship him. Prahlad refused, King said, "You cannot be the son of the same presence about your father's enemy. Take the child away and put him to death." The Guru tried to One day, the frustrated Pointing to a pillar, Hiranyakashipu asked, "Is Vishnu present here too?" "Yes, Prahlad, in that pillar too." Hiranyakashipu split the pillar open like a veda, and out came Lord Vishnu in man-lion form Narasimha avatar. Narasimha defeated the arrogant demon Hiranyakashipu and blessed Prahlad's rule over the kingdom. The next Bhagavatam story is Gajendra Moksha. Gajendra was an elephant king. One day, as Gajendra was drinking water from a pond, a crocodile grabbed his feet suddenly. Gajendra and the crocodile fought for a long time as Gajendra came to realization that he was about to die. He called upon Lord Vishnu for help. While praying at the moment, Gajendra took a lotus flower from the pond and offered it to Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu came to Gajendra's aid and pulled the crocodile out of the water and set Gajendra. Next story is about King Abhisha. King Abhisha was a kind king who did not kill women, but that he knew him not as well. He was very devoted to Lord Vishnu and observed a fast called day for the team control. Sage also came as a king with another biggest fast. King was very sage to please guests after he completed meditating. Upon return from meditation, Sage also found out the king broke his fast by drinking soda. The sage got very angry and ordered them to eat him out. The king and priest prayed to Lord Vishnu for protection. Vishnu's chakra appeared and started chasing Sage Durvasa. One the sage asked Lord Vishnu for help. Lord Vishnu said, "I am the son of my devotee. Even I am powerless against the weapon that my devotee has released. Ask for forgiveness." The sage fell at Amrita's feet and asked for forgiveness. The kind king forgave the sage. One sage Durvasa
gave a flower garland of Lord Vishnu to Indra. Indra with pride threw it around his elephant's neck. Sage Durvasa got angry and cursed him and told him that he will lose all his prosperity and glory. Thus the god became weaker and the asuras became stronger. Indra went to Lord Vishnu for help. Vishnu told him to churn the milky ocean with the help of the demons and to drink the amrita that will come out of it. Gods and the demons used Mau, Mandara, and Vasuki, the serpent, to turn the Milky Ocean. The first thing that came out of the ocean was a deadly poison called Halahala. Lord Shiva drank the poison to protect the animals of the sea, land, and sky. Next was Goddess Lakshmi, who Lord Vishnu placed in his heart. The churning continued until Dhanvantari came up with a jar of amrita in his hands. Seeing the demons fighting for the amrita, Lord Vishnu took the form of a beautiful young lady called Mohini. The demons gave Mohini the jar of amrita and asked her to distribute it to whomever she pleased. Miss Mohini distributed the amrita to all the gods first. The pot was empty before even getting to the demons. The demons realized they had been tricked and launched a war with the gods, which they lost miserably. They deserved what they got because they were giving way to their lower tendencies like greed, jealousy,
प्यारी माँ ओ माँ मेरी माँ प्यारी माँ हाथों की लकीरें बदल जाएंगी, गम की ये जंजीरें पिघल जाएंगी। Yeah.
Before they introduce everything, I want to give you guys a little intro. This year, the Bala class learned about the 10 avatars of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu takes birth or reincarnates on earth from time to time in various life forms to re-establish dharma, whenever good people are in trouble, protecting the good, destroying the bad, because Lord Vishnu is the protector and sustainer of the world. Brahma is the creator and Lord Shiva is the destroyer. There are 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu, and these incarnations are called the Dashavatar. And that's what these kids are representing today. Come on up, Karthik. Come on up. Speak into the mic.
The first avatar is Matsyavatar. The second avatar is Kurva the spiritual. The third avatar is Vara. The fourth avatar is Narasimha. Avatar is Vamana the dwarf. The sixth avatar is Harshurama. The seventh avatar is Rama. The eighth avatar is Krishna. The ninth avatar is Buddha. The 10th avatar is Kalki avatar.
You guys give them a big round of applause. Through it, kids. Let's go. Come on out. Let's go. Go, up front. Go. Through my kids, come on.
Who is smile that lights the room when you are smiling too? Whose shoulder is the place to be when only a cuddle will do? Whose chest is warm and comforting when you're a weary soul? Whose motivation only has your happiness as her goal?
Good shot, kids. Let's go, let's go. Are you guys not hungry? Go up front. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Whose are the tears that cry for you as you grow old and gray? Whose is the heart that ages so much in the space where you should be? Whose is the head that knows that you must find your path alone? Whose is the voice who welcomes you every time you go back home?
Who could have so many faces that make her oh so great? Who has you on her mind each day? And today we celebrate. Whose hands hold and guide you in a way unlike another? All these are part